If I'm gonna die, I'm going out riding the wagon. Here it comes, the horrifying midnight wagon, sagging, lagging, dead bodies dragging on a piece of string. They flop around and fling. Now shut your ass up and let the juggler sing. It's the insane clown posse coming through, looking for the hickeys and the freakies and your ass too. Everybody gets a ride in the ghost car. Don't matter who you are, we going straight to hell and it ain't far, Mr. Nevers. You seem to be the killjoy, so get your ass in, fat boy. You can sit up in the front with the ringmaster, with the ring-a-ding-ding-a-ling-a-ping master, and get your motherfucking windpipe chopped off, and your funky ass body gets dropped off in the gutter. The wheels keep rolling, throwing heads out the back. Nugget bullet from the wagon, dead bodies dragging. I ain't down with the clown, big clown, long brother. Wagon, dead bodies dragging. Every dead fuck in the city comes a rider. Wagon, dead bodies dragging. In the Mack truck, steady and good boy rider. Wagon, dead bodies dragging. Don't miss your chance. The exhaust pipe is dripping out of deli fire. I found an old dead corpse in the trunk next to the spare tire, and it's muffling the sounds. Throw the bitch out, now the funk pounds. Yo, some say it's just a hearse, but it's much worse. It's an old dark bucket with the clown curse. Long, dark, very spooky, scary. I drink an old 40 bottle full of Bloody Mary. Why? Cause I'm violent J, sick in the nut bone. I make strange sounds, clowns with clowns. Break it on down, break it up till the break of dawn. Look out your window, it's the wagon in your front lawn. Boom, a boom, kaboom, bah. We do the dance of death until you get into the car, and then I pull your tongue out and slap you in the face with it. Say the Joker did it in the wagon, dead bodies dragging. Ladies and gents, it's your turn, come on, brother. Wagon, dead bodies dragging. If you got a minute, why don't you stop a minute, brother? Wagon, dead bodies dragging. I'm a dead body, so you know I love riding in the wagon, dead bodies dragging. Now, here's your chance. We don't do drive-bys in the wagon. Instead, we just get out and stab your fucking ass. And it ain't no telling how many clowns inside. Told you 17, but I lied. Cause I'm wicked and I'm wild. Wicked, wow. I caught a wild deer and rode it home from Belle Isle. I play the organ like an old mental case. I can freak the cello like Chris Cali on bass. In the wagon, I throw fingers out the window. And when I roll the window down, you can smell the indo. But it ain't mine, it belongs to the stiff over there. Puffing on a gym square, heavy long, rumbling, tumbling. Step into my ride and your ass goes stumbling out the back with your neck in a rut. Gotta get home before the sun comes up. I'm a wagon, dead bodies dragging. Come down, stand in line, everybody look up by the wagon, dead bodies dragging. Your mama is a bitch and she swings on my nuts in the wagon, dead bodies dragging. If you miss your bus, don't be afraid, come on, brother. Wagon, dead bodies dragging. It's your last chance. Stop the bus. Violent J comes out, barrels to your chest, and blow your lungs out. Motherfucker fucking hit. I kick you in the mouth, sway your fucking lips up. You swallow them teeth when I do. And me and my boys will run a train on your Thelma lip. Then break her fucking back. Goddamn bigot saying all that. So I'ma cut your brain out. Reach in and pull your spine out. Welcome to the carnival show. You're invited, you and your bitch flow. And the wicked clown's gonna jack. Cut your legs off, and if you crawl back, don't step to the city folk. Bitch, that's why you got your titties broke. So get back on your art fuck. Don't let me see a bigot coming through Clark Park. Cut his neck with my good blade. 34 years old, still in the 3rd grade. Yet speaking on others. Look at your hoot nanny ass motherfucker. And your bearded bitch, hey, fuck bump jaw and your rebel flag. Fuck your rebel flag! 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 Fuck the rebel flag! Fuck your rebel flag! Been down south, you can't tell me. Hillbilly, hillbilly, hillbilly. Uncle Willie, acting nilly. Old bitch, cooking up fiddles. That fuck on the porch, playing the fiddle. You know I'd love to show you that ghetto style. Take you out back, throw you in the shit pile like for the inner city. I'd whip your ass, but you're shitty and funky, like the pigs you eat. Picking that shit off them yellow feet. Don't stop us so much as cough, or I'ma shoot you in the back till your chest falls off. What you say ain't always hype, so I slap you in the face with a lead pipe. Teach your kids what Pops taught you. And he's a funky ass bigot too, fell short of the due respect. Don't speak when I slap you in your red neck. Fuck all that bullshit you stuck on. Get back on your mule and get the fuck on. Don't look back, I'ma hit ya. Take that redneck bitch out with ya. Spit on your rebel rag. So fuck you and your rebel flag.
Wilbur.
I'ma cut his neck.
Pause.
I'ma break his back.
Wilbur.
I'ma stab his face.
Jed.
I'ma slit his throat.
Wilbur.
I'ma cut his neck.
Pause.
I'ma break his back.
Wilbur.
I'ma stab his face.
Thelma Lou.
I'ma fuck her in the head.
Hillbillies listening down south. Hillbillies listening down south.
I'm up and I'm headed for the south. Been the butter on a buckshot in your mouth and roll the back of your fucking neck loose. Hillbillies run around like a headless goose, cause you tried burning down my cross. Bet sweaty races hit named Hoss. Fuck, you sleep in the barn and you fuck your horse. Break to the head, put your back on course, yeah. But you know I chill. Cause if I don't flex on you, the others will. Straight folks in the south won't have it. They put around and you raise his ass quick. The cool in the south team up with the north and blow that bigot off his fucking horse. So put away your goddamn twine. Someone cut your pipe and take a little moonshine, then drink it all up. Barrels to your face and blow your fucking head off. Keep on gunning cause of what they said. Punk, I put a slug in your ball head, scalp a skinhead quick. And your greasy ass triple clan ain't shit. Zip you up in the bag. And I'll shit on a motherfucking rebel flag. Yeah, shit on a rebel flag. Fuck your rebel flag!
Fuck your rebel flag.
Fuck your rebel flag!
Fuck your rebel flag.
Fuck your rebel flag!
Fuck your rebel flag.
It ain't shit! Fuck your rebel flag!
Fuck your rebel flag. Fuck your rebel flag. Yeah. Fuck your rebel flag. Rebel flag. Fuck your rebel flag. It ain't shit. Fuck your rebel flag.
I'ma cut his neck. I'ma break his back. I'ma stab his face. I'ma slit his throat. I'ma cut his neck. I'ma break his back. I'ma stab his face. I'ma fuck her in the ass. I'ma cut his neck. I'ma break his back. I'ma stab that motherfucker in his
Bitch! Ah!
Oh, me, big screen. Hey, what's up? Whoop, whoop. Welcome to another edition of Whoops Up, Whoops Down, the Juggalo movie podcast, and whatever the fuck I want to call it. And today, the Oscar nominations for 2025 is up, so we're going to discuss it. Going through what kind of I feel about the nominations, some snubs, and everything about it. I'm also going to talk about a film that I saw, No Other Choice, that sadly didn't get nominated, but we'll talk about that. and then a couple new music news that I want to talk about and whatnot. But before we get to it, I have to talk about this. I haven't been on since the killing, or I have, I just haven't really talked about it, about the killing of Renee Good and Alex from last week, and the ICE invasion of Minneapolis and Minnesota. And this is some scary times, people, that you need to realize that this is an unprecedented territory that we're in. You know, this doesn't, I mean, American citizens was shot by the government for simply protesting. Now, I know that the people were like, will try to point to Alex Perret, video from 2 weeks prior about him being, aggressive to ICE agents. We don't know what led up to that installation, but that does not mean he deserved to die. None of these people deserve to die. And we are really seeing a level of aggression and fascist authoritarianism that needs to be paid attention to. And this is not no fun and games. I mean, like, I want to have fun. I want to have, have a fun time with the show, but it pains me to say that this is unacceptable. Our government shouldn't be doing this to American citizens. And the fact that they're claiming that they're going after, the worst of the worst, they're not. They're picking up children. They're picking up people with no prior criminal intent. It's clear to me that these people are picking up brown and black people, or just brown people, and putting them in concentration camps, and to ship them out and put them in some place that don't belong. It just stinks of high heaven. We have a government that lies to us, even when we're being told the truth. The thing about now that didn't happen in the 30s and then with the Nazis is that we have cameras on our phone, and it's very important that we document anytime we are around these people, because they're highly untrained. They are super aggressive, and that's not coming. It's coming from the top down. They're not doing it as a rogue thing. And why is ICE the only reason why ICE is there is because of somebody else claiming fraud about something else. So it's just look. And honestly, the fact that we're focusing a lot on ICE, but there's a lot of stuff. Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. So you can't say, well, we're trying to get the pedophiles out of here. No, you're not. They're still fucking here because there's one in the White House, motherfucker. Right? And look, juggalos. To me, I don't know how you can be a juggalo and support what the clowns have done and rep all the 6 Jokers card and still be supportive of this government, the ICE agent and stuff like that. It's come on. It's the rich now really trying to make everything a ghetto and claiming us the enemy. Us using our First Amendment right is now an enemy. Right? They blamed Alex Perret for having a gun when he was legally allowed to carry it. That's our Second Amendment. They're trying to come into our home without a warrant. That's the Fourth Amendment. All right? They are really do not care about our rights. And the fact that now they took these ballots from Georgia just tells me that they don't even like the right for you to vote. If this was a government that was all about free speech, that's a lie. So they don't care about the First Amendment. They don't care about the Second Amendment when it's against them. So look, I know this is a downer and a lot of people will turn it off from here, but just know that this is not right. Okay? We're going down a level that we haven't seen since the 30s in Nazi Germany. Okay? How this government is reacting, how people are being complacent and appeasement. We need to stand up, and we, the people, I'm tired of these people thinking that they speak for me. They don't. Okay? You're being lied to in your face, and it's up to you, and it's more important to everybody to sit down and do your own research. Stop listening to what comes out of the government's mouth when it's easily disproven if you do research. And they're coming after independent journalism, which is not still protection of the First Amendment. Come on, people. Come on, people. Sooner or later, if you don't think it's not going to be me, it's not going to be me, bro, they're going to come knocking on your door sooner or later. It's time to wake up, because what's going down here is it's not for, look, I love America, but we have some faults. And I think that this government is really ramping up our darkest desires, our darkest, people's dark desires and a fear of others, right? This government wants you to pay attention to the poorest people and blame them for your faults. When it's them who are in charge, you can't say the 2020 election was rigged and the FBI and the CIA was contributing to this when Trump was the government in 2020. Look, I can go on all day, all right? But I'm not. But I'm just saying this. I condemn ICE. I condemn this presidency. Fuck Donald Trump. He's a pedophile, a sex abuser, and a felon. Okay? I mean, I never liked him, and I don't understand when juggalos support him and be Magalos is crazy to me because in the core, it's racism in there. It's bedded in American racism. And what I learned about being a juggalo is how important we as people are like, how important and how value human life is, right? No matter the skin color, no matter the age or stuff like that, your life fucking matters. But this government doesn't care about brown people. They don't. They don't even care about poor white people. They only care about is the rich enriching themselves. You think you're on their side. You're not. You're just a sheep following orders, which happened with the Nazis. But that's it. The reason why I played Fuck Your Rebel Flag is you should know that the core of ICP is fuck bigots. Fuck cops. Fuck pigs. Right? And we got to use our platform and our voice to tell that we're not going to stand for this. That there is a day of reckoning that's going to come. It's almost like they're baiting us into a civil war. But it's up to us to stand up, keep protesting, keep letting our voice being heard. The government, FBI, try to label us a gang. All right. And they're doing the same thing. When I see them going after illegals, they were trying to claim them as a gang, just like they did to you back in the early aughts. That's that government using that predatory to invade your privacy, to arrest you, to label you as a gang member. We're seeing the same playbook that was used against juggalos. So why are we sitting here going, oh, fuck those people. They should have came here legally. Just know that that America came over here and we stole the land from Native Americans. So honestly, all this land is stolen. There is no such thing as illegal immigrants, especially when they're contributing to the country. Oh, I'm going a long way. This is I got to get back to something else, but just know, fuck all that shit. Fuck you if you support it. Fuck you if you're championing we're just the lack of humanity here. Two people died, and it's like our government doesn't give a shit about it, and it's their fault. So they were able to kill those two people and not care. What are they going to do to you? They're going to be sad over you? Hell no. They'll just trample on your body and keep going and push their agenda, which is not pro-family. It's all pro-Trump. You're licking the Trump dick, who is a pedophile. All of Epstein. His buddies for Epstein for 10 years. He act like, every time they drop a new file, his name is on there, and it's more sickening than ever. Fuck that guy. Fuck you who supported him. Fuck the ICE people. Fuck Pig. Fuck the government. Fuck all of them. Okay? Juggalos don't need that shit, bruh. Come on. Listen to the 6 again. Listen to it. Anyways, before we get to the Oscar nominations, we got to celebrate a 6 Jokers card that came out. The Ringmaster's birthday was this week. I got 2 copies. I got the original 1994 copy of the Ringmaster. I showed this before on the podcast, but look at that. The original. This shit bumps. This is my favorite card. The Ringmaster. To me, this is the sound of ICP. This is the Southwest funk. This is the wicked shit at its pure rawness. I think the clowns really figured out their sounds and where they want to go with the Joker's card from the Ringmaster. Love it. Got the vinyl version as well. Autographed by Shaggy 2 Dope himself back in 2018. Dope. That's why I played Wagon. That's one of my favorite junks on this album. Oh man, paper's with me. But look, you got tons of classic on here. You got Murder Go Round, the original Chicken Hunting, Mr. Johnson's Head, Get Off Me Dog, Who Asked You, The Dead One, My Fun House, For the Maggots, Wagon, The Loons. This fucking is a bopper from start to finish. I think it's underrated. We don't get to hear more Ringmaster songs, and that really pisses me off. Honestly, I mean, we were listening to the Rafe show, and they were playing all the songs from the Joker's card, but you know who was missing? Ringmaster. No, I mean, come on. I think Wagon would kill in the set. I think For the Maggots would kill in the set. But Get Off Me Dog. I heard Get Off Me Dog a cappella from Shaggy 2 Dope. Mr. Johnson's Head's a dope as hell. Murder Go Round. Come on. Play more Ringmaster as it celebrates 32 years. I also got this little junk right here. Shout out to Mikey Sears. I got the Jug Talk 3 album not that long ago. I only listened to a couple songs from it, Mikey. But I already can tell you that I dig it. I listened to Joe Bruce with the Dreads, and that shit goes hard, Mikey. I would say that I can tell the progression that you made as an artist from Jug Talk 2 to Jug Talk 3 just by listening to 2 songs. I like the sound of it so far. It gives me that New York. I think one of them sounds like a Wu-Tang junk. And I'm just like, whoa, okay. So I can't wait to give you a full review on this, Mikey. Hope to have you on the show, and we could discuss more about Jug Talk 3 and your music taste and your movie taste, because I know you're a big movie guy. I was sitting in the back. Maybe we would check out Pulp Fiction together. And yeah. All right. So now let's get to that. Let's now get to the Oscar nominations. I kind of want to make this quick. I just went on the fucking 15-minute rant about how I'm feeling about the government today. So, I mean, all right. We're going to stop sharing. Share screen. Okay. All right, here is the 2020, the 98th. We're almost 100 years with the Academy Awards. That's going to be great when that happens. All right, we're going to start with actors in a leading role. We got Timothée Chalamet and Marty Supreme, Leonardo DiCaprio in One Battle After Another, Ethan Hawke in Blue Moon, Michael B. Jordan in Sinners, and Wagner Monroe in The Secret Agent. Okay, so in this list right here, I've only seen Sinners and One Battle After Another. So I think I would say Michael B. Jordan deserves it, but I think right now, because of all the award systems going on, I think Timothée Chalamet for Marty Supreme might get the nod. I like Leonardo DiCaprio in One Battle or Another, but I think honestly, if it's between Timothy and Michael. Actor in a supporting role, so that just means they're not the main character. They're on screen time for like 10 to 15 minutes. I think that's the criteria that make it stand out. So you have Benicio del Toro in One Battle After Another, Jacob Elordi as in Frankenstein, Delroy Linden in Sinners, Sean Penn in One Battle After Another, and Stellan Skarsgård in Sentimental Value. Right now, this is a very highly competitive little nomination roll right here. I don't think there's a clear winner here. I think Delroy Linden in Sinners is fantastic. Benicio del Toro, every time he shows up in One Battle Another, is a great scene. Sean Penn as Lockjaw, also just fantastic. I haven't seen Frankenstein yet, but Jacob Elordi is the monster. That's what I heard a lot about, is his performance. So I wouldn't be surprised they give it to him. Stellan Skarsgård, I love him. I love him as an actor. So I wouldn't be surprised sitting in the value. But if I had to choose who could win this one, I think it's Sean Penn in One Battle After Another. I think that is your winner right there. All right. Well, actress in a leading role. All right. You have Jessie Buckley in Hamnet. You have Rosie Byron, and if I had legs, I'd kick you. Kate Hudson and Song Blue. Renette Revision, Submitted Value, Emma Stone, and Magnolia. All right, so here's one of the snobs I seen. Emma Stone got nominated for Magnolia, but Jesse Plemons didn't. To me, that's a big disappointment because I thought that those two actors really made that movie. And I'm glad that Emma Stone got nominated. I think she's fantastic in the movie, but I think Jesse Plemons is that movie. And the fact that he didn't get nominated for Best Actor really makes the Magnolia chances low. And I think that just being nominated is great. If I had to pick, I think Jesse Plemons in Hamnet is going to win this one right here for actress in a leading role. If I had to guess, it's probably going to be that. But if Emma Stone wins for Magnolia, I would be so happy with that. Okay, actress in a supporting role. All right, we just went over what actor in a supporting role is. Same thing. Your character has to be in the movie for like 10 minutes. So you have Tiana Turner in One Battle Another, Winnie Mascu in Center, Emmy Malden in Weapons, Igna and Ellie Fanning in Southern of Value. So two for Southern of Value. You think that these two, if I had to pick, I think Tiana Taylor in One Battle of Another is another award. I think it's the leading for this. Tiana Taylor's fantastic in One Battle Another. I think she's only in the prologue to lead up to the start of the movie, and her character leaves such an impression in that movie that I think that carries on. I think that gives a win right there. The fact that you have Weapons on here, which Weapons is still a movie I need to see, and that's why I haven't done a 2025 top list, which I will be doing still. I just got to watch a couple movies. And maybe when I go on my trip, I will. So you got, I think Winnie was really good in Sinners, but if I had to pick, I think Tiana Taylor wins this. And I think you're going to see a theme of what I've been thinking about. But One Battle of Another is a film that I think you need to be paying attention to. Animated featured film, we have Arco, Elio, K-pop Demon Hunters, Little Emil of the character of Rain, and Zootopia 2. If I had to guess, because I haven't seen Zootopia 2 and I haven't seen Elio, but this movie right here, K-pop Demon Hunters, is a film that my nieces have been watching a lot of. It's a Netflix film that even got released in the theaters for a bit. I think this right here could be your winner right there, just because of the popularity and just how the animation looked in that film. But this is a Pixar film, so it won't be brought up by that. And Zootopia 2, I heard a lot of good things from that as well. So don't be, I would say it's between those three. But last year we had a foreign animated film, a smaller animated film win with Flow. So don't be surprised we get Arco or the character of Rain. We're going to skip animated short films because I haven't seen those. Casting. You have For Sinners, Secret Agent, One Battle Another, Marty Supreme, and Hamnet. Honestly, I think One Battle After Another is the casting one, but I wouldn't be surprised if Marty Supreme wins this one. But I actually think One Battle Another, because of all the characters in there, I think that one could be good. Cinematography, I'm really pissed off about because I think Magnolia should have got cinematography. But if I had to choose cinematography, I haven't seen Train Dreams. Frankenstein could be the winner here. I think Frankenstein, I don't know if it gets a lot of performance, but I think production-wise, because it's a Guillermo del Toro film, I haven't seen Frankenstein, but the imagery I've seen, I think cinematography could go to Frankenstein, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's either One Battle Another or Sinners. I think it's between these four. But I would probably be saying that Frankenstein could win that. Costume design, I think Frankenstein is going to be winning those awards. I think this is like how Poor Things happened when Poor Things didn't win Best Picture, but it won all the production stuff, right? And won for clothing, editing. I think it won for cinematography. I think I went to no, I think Christopher Nolan won a lot of those. But yeah, costume design, I would say that. Directing, I'm pretty pissed off that Yorgos Lanthimos got nominated for Best Picture, but didn't get nominated for Best Director. So I don't understand that. But you got some heavy hitters here, okay? Ryan Coogler, Paul Thomas Anderson, Josh Safdie, Chloe Zoha, whatever. But these four have been nominated for before. Directing, I think I wouldn't be surprised if this is Paul Thomas Anderson's crowning moment. I think One Battle Another could win this, but I personally, I think Ryan Coogler deserves it with Sinners. And I haven't seen Marty Supreme, so I think right now the directing is between Marty Supreme, One Battle Another, and Sinners. But Hamlet and maybe Seven of the Values, like, it was pretty good, but I just wish Yorgos Lanthimos was directed as well. We'll skip documentary feature, documentary short editing here. So I actually think the editing could go to Sinners, One Battle Another, or Marty Supreme. I'm going with one Battle of Another. You can see that I have a theme here. I think One Battle of Another is going to win here. Okay, so international film. I think this is where you're going to get the sentimental value is going to win it right here for Norway. A lot of nominations here. I think it's not going to win Best Picture, but I think sentimental value will win that one. But here's the thing. I think no other choice. The movie we're about to discuss after this deserved to be nominated, and I'm sad that they are not. We'll skip live action. Makeup and hairstyling, I think Frankenstein again. I think Frankenstein's going to win, but I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, Frankenstein. Musical original score, I think there's heavy hitters. I haven't seen Hamlet. I haven't seen Frankenstein, but I wouldn't be surprised if Frankenstein wins that one. Or One Battle of Another. Like I said, it could be like a One Battle of Another thing. But Sinners, I'm fine with all these. Original song, I would love to see I Lied to You win that. But I wouldn't be surprised if Golden from K-Pop Demon Hunter wins that one. All right, here's the big one. Best Picture. Yeah, Magnolia, F1, Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle Another, Secret Agent, Sentimental Values, and Sinners. My opinion, this year's Best Picture is down to Sinners, One Battle of Another, and Marty Supreme. Just because like you keep seeing him in all the other ones. Sinners is pretty much nominated for almost every award. And I think right now the Best Picture, I think, is going to be One Battle of Another. I think that is the winner for this year's Oscars. But I will be rooting for Sinners. I will hope that Sinners gets it. It's a great movie. I had a great time with it. But I think the Academy will love One Battle After Another. I think Marty Supreme is the dark horse. I don't know why F1 got nominated. And I'm glad that Magnolia got nominated. I really enjoyed Magnolia. I wish it was nominated for more. I think Emma Stone. I mean, Yorgos Lanthimos is one of my favorite directors and one of my favorite writers as well. And having him and Emma Stone in the film together is fantastic. I wish this got more love than Poor Things. I actually now wish that Poor Things won Best Picture a couple of years ago instead of Oppenheimer. But I mean, the fact that there's a Frankenstein here, Frankenstein could be a dark horse here, but I think One Battle of Another is your mere winner for Best Picture. Production design, I think you could see Frankenstein winning that. I think Frankenstein's going to win all the production costume stuff. I think that's where the win's going to come there. Sound, F1, I think is going to win for sound. Visual effects, I would love a Sinners here. Jurassic World, Rebirth, boo. Fuck that movie. Maybe F1, but we'll say Avatar, Fire and Ice, Ash. Writing. I think out of this one, I think but One Battle Another could win this one. I would be happy if Magnolia won for adapted screenplay, but I think that this is going to be one battle of another. Original screenplay, I think Sinners wins this one. I think this is going to be a case where the year that Spike Lee won his Oscar, he won it for the screenplay for Black Klansman. I think they're going to give this to Ryan Coogler for Sinners, in my opinion. So it's going to have a little hodgepodge. I don't think we're going to have an everything everywhere all at once kind of situation when they won every freaking award. I think the big major awards are going to go to one battle or another. I think Frankenstein will win production stuff. I think Marty Supreme will get the Timothy Chalamet performance. I think the supporting actor and actress will go to one battle after another. Yeah. So that's kind of like my feel for it. We are going to stream live the Oscars. We're going to go over it. I'm going to do what we did last year, kind of go and talk about it and maybe have some Q&As, maybe have some people come on the show, talk about their, just talk to me through it because it's a 3-4 hour show on a Sunday. So that'd be something fun to do together. But yeah, that is the Oscar stuff. Let's go ahead and remove that from the screen. All right, let's now talk about a movie that I just watched the other day. I was going to add it to the screen. All right. Add to stage. We're talking about No Other Choice here, a film that was made by Chan-wook Park, who did the Vengeance trilogy. I'm talking Old Boy, Lady Vengeance. A guy I really enjoy his work. I love Korean films. And this film, I did not know what to expect. I just saw a little glimpse of the trailer. But the director, Chan-wook Park, Park Chan-wook, sorry, is a guy that I love his work, and I just knew, and just the vibes and stuff like that. What I really enjoy about this is kind of how I enjoyed Parasite. Even though this is a Korean film that has a lot of like sometimes when you watch foreign films, there could be a disconnect with culture. But I don't feel that with this film. I think there's a lot of things here that can be reminiscence to what's going on today with the act of AI technology taking away people's work, and how people who who dedicate their life to an art form or to a job that gets taken away by technology, and how do people who are career people deal with that change. And I think this film does a really good job with it. Kind of gave me what you learn about the men in the Great Depression, that they leave their families or they do something or disappear and stuff like that. And you have this character who wants to keep providing for his family, but he only wants to do paper. He's a big paper company. He got laid off from his job because they're shrinking the workforce and focusing more with technology, more machines in these factories, right? And this guy has been an engineer scientist. And my grandpa was something like this. My grandpa got a degree in printing, okay? That degree doesn't exist anymore. And as he got older, they kind of pushed him out to early retirement. When he retired when he wanted to, but he kind of felt like he was being pushed out a little bit, is because technology advanced so much, you don't need these people. Like my grandpa has patents of things that he invented, which is talked about in this film. Like, I invented this stuff, this paper and stuff like that. But it's just like, well, once technology happens or AI happens, you're getting pushed out and you're no longer, that doesn't value anymore. And these men who value their job and are getting pushed out by technology and trying to find out what's next. And this guy's decision is kind of what I enjoy from this director, is that he decides to kill his competition to make sure that he gets this job that a Japanese company, Korea, who are making paper. He wants that job, so he's going to kill his competitors who are also going for that job. And I think it's a dark comedy. It's funny in parts. It's frightening in parts. There's some beautiful shots. I don't know if I can find them in the trailer. Maybe let me see. Let me see if I can find another trailer for you for this, because there is an absolute one of my favorite shots from the movie is great. It's a 2-hour film. And I think at one point it does go a little too long. I would say that maybe some of the pacing. There's a pacing issue in the middle, but I think the ending is really pays off, and what we see and the ending is kind of funny, but yet dark at the same time. Like I'm really, the more I think about this film, the more I enjoy it. And it's a film that I'm actually disappointed didn't get nominated because it looks, looks beautiful. The shots are, I love the cold. I'm going to show you this shot right here. Right here. Let me show you this shot right here, you guys. All right. I don't know if it's a very clear, but that's a good way, good use of framing. I like the color palettes. And it shows you kind of how these men are super obsessive of their job to the point they don't want to give it up. And, this is a character, the guy who's standing up is our main character. And the guy sitting on there is a character that he is trying to take out. And you learn as you're like, as the film goes on, you realize that these men all share qualities with each other. And it kind of shows a shortcoming of men and kind of have like how men don't adapt very well. Right. Once you dedicate your life to a certain thing, it's hard. Like you think about, you can't teach old dogs new tricks. It's kind of like that concept a little bit. But something that I really enjoyed, and something that, I'm disappointed that didn't get nominated. I think it's a film that speaks a lot about the future anxieties of AI and machines taking over jobs to the point where it's, these people who spent their lives, dedicated their lives to this craft, who are being pushed back down to retail jobs and backbreaking jobs just to survive and support their family when at one time they were living the high life. It just shows the error, not the error, but just kind of how empathetic capitalism is. Sometimes it's like, well, you lost your job, there's no and almost like there's no, like you have no other choice. Like you lost your job, it's not your fault. This was decided for you, kind of thing. And it's a film that I really enjoyed. It gets a solid whoops up. It doesn't get a double whoops up, but it's definitely in my top 25 films. A film that I'm very happy that I got to see, and I feel like you should see more Chan-wook Park, this director's work. Especially Old Boy, and we're gonna get to Old Boy one day, I hope. But Park Chan-wook is a director that you should see, should pay attention to. Go back and see his work, because Old Boy is one of the best, but Lady Vengeance is one of my favorite films to watch. So much fun in that one as well. But solid whoops up. Yeah, and that's the show. I just want to make this quick, go through the Oscar nominations real quick. Really much not going on here. I'm working through my top 25 films. I'm working on a new project with somebody. We're going to start having interviews. So this 2026 is going to be a big year for me. We're just, going through a snowstorm, going through a little an adjustment here in my home life. But hopefully we will be able to pick it up soon and make more content for you. I know that no one's here in the stream right now, and that's okay. I don't mind. But when you watch back, please hit the subscribe button, and share it to your homies that liked talking about movies and want more movie news, because that's coming as well. I'm going to be more on that front. But yeah, and the Oscars, let me tell you when the Oscars are going to be, because you can put it in your calendars, because we're going to have an Oscar party March 15th is the date of the Oscars. We're going to talk about that on that day, Sunday, March 15th. Put in your calendar. We're going to discuss it. Maybe you have some guests on there. But yeah, I'm Joshua, the murderer, and this is Whoops Up, Whoops Down, the Juggalo Movie Podcast, or whatever the fuck I want to call it. That aggression, all with my chest kind of shit. Much love. Whoop, whoop. Much clown love. Love you, Juggalos. Juggalo weekend. If you're going to go to that, have fun with that. You're doing the Carnival of Carnage set. That's fucking crazy. I'm going to be at the Love You to Death show with Unhappy, Lardy B, Frankie Goldie, Devereaux, Crenshaw, like a big set. So if you're in the St. Louis area, come to that Love You to Death 3 with the homies. I'll be in town. Yeah, that's it. That's my little plug right here. Like, subscribe, share, do all that thing. I love you guys. Much clown love.